Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Disclaimer, if my makeup looks a little ratchet, it's because it's been on my face for like 14 hours. I have been wearing this makeup since like 8 o'clock this morning and it's past 8 o'clock right now. So we're not gonna go into detail as to what time it is, but this has been on my face for a while now. I actually had the pleasure and honor to be invited to lunch with CK Beauty or Crystal here on YouTube, and you guys know when you get like that vibe from someone where you just know this is good people, we're gonna connect and it's gonna be magic. And that totally sounded inappropriate, but it's not. So she was actually in town, or she is in town now when I'm filming this. And she was like, Dani, I'm gonna be in Dallas. You wanna meet for lunch? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I love you. So we had lunch, which is why I have this face on. And I knew I was gonna film today. And I was like, maybe it might not be the best impression to show up like full on glam, but she did too. And she is so pretty in person. And she's hella tall. And you guys, secret confession, her best friend was with her. Her best friend is literally my best friend Samantha, but in her own body. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, enough of the long introduction. Anyway, I'm going to link both of their channels in the description box below, and I hope you guys will go support them because they just totally made my weekend. Look how big I'm smiling. Like, it was so nice to be around good people and just adults and talk about adult stuff and have fun. And maybe we went to Sephora, but that's besides the point. Today we are here to talk about my trash. And when I was at IKEA a couple months ago, I saw a baby trash can. And you know I had to get it. I was like, babe, can I get this baby trash can? And he's like, Dani, I get it. You like little things, but what are you gonna do with a little trash can? I was like, save my beauty trash in it. He's like, really? You guys do that? I was like, oh, it's a whole community of videos of people that like to look at your trash. So the last time that I did an empties was January 18th. So it's been 3 months. It's time to do them again. And you know, the cool thing is this little trash can is like the perfect size for 3 months worth of trash. But I always say that loosely because I forget sometimes and I'll throw my stuff away. So I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Look, it has a little, you see this right here? Watch what it does. Did you see that? So no particular order. You guys know the same stuff that I pull out every 3 months. I'm just gonna like grab and pull and show you guys. A lot of this stuff is not even finished, but I wanted to show it because they were misses. And it's been 4 minutes of an introduction, you guys. So we need to get going on this. The very first thing in here is the It's a 10 Miracle Hair Mask. And I'm gonna be honest, the It's a 10, the spray thing that everyone and their mama is like, oh my God, this changed my life. I'm gonna give away my firstborn for an It's a 10 spray. I tried it and it was the worst, most horrifying thing for my 3 hairs. But this mask, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my hair has legit been a million times softer since I started using this. And this is a hair mask, so you don't have to use it every day. But what I like to do is I'll use a little bit every time I wash my hair, but like every other time or every 3 times, I'll use a little bit more and actually leave it in my hair while I do the rest of my shower. You know what I mean? So most of the time I use it as a detangler. The other times I'll actually use it like a deep repair mask, and it actually works. The one thing I don't like about it though is you can't open it. Like, there's no way to open it. It has almost like a pressurized system where it comes up and it brings the product up. So supposedly you get all the product. It feels really empty, but you can't open it. So you know how people are, what's the word? Desconfiados? Like, you're a little untrustworthy, so you're like, I'm not sure all my conditioner is out of there because I can't see for myself. So you can't open it. I don't know. I don't feel like getting MacGyver with a knife and stuff on it, but you know, it's pretty expensive too, and it lasts a little bit more than 3 months for me. This is the big size. A mist, right, in my face, actually. These are the Burts Cucumber and Sage Facial Cleansing Towelettes. This is awful. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't wipe anything. It doesn't take anything off. It doesn't remove anything. I'm getting a little angry, okay? They're just not good at all. Baby wipes work better, and we know how much alcohol is in baby wipes, okay? These don't work at all. Save your money, you guys. Burts Bees, I know it's a good brand. I use the Cuticle cream, and I use the Gardener's, what is it, the Farmer's Balm or whatever? Like, what is that, my raccoon with the marshmallow? I love their Farmer's, I think it's called Farmer's Balm, or Salve. It's like this really, really emollient ointment I put on my hands at night before I go to bed, and it's awesome. But this is not. Another miss for me. This is taking a negative turn, you guys. We're heading down the black hole right now, but let's just bear with me. Another, and I have the set in here. Here it is. Another miss for me was the Ceraphil Defy from Redken. This is supposed to be like a really intense treatment to thicken hair, promote hair growth. Basically for people like me that have like 3 hairs, or you have postpartum hair loss, or for some reason you're losing hair and you want to promote hair growth, or at least make your hair appear thicker. It's supposed to help with that. This did absolutely nothing to my hair. It did feel good though. It gives you kind of like that little bit tingliness. But I don't think it did much, and I couldn't with the conditioner. The conditioner smells like I'm rubbing Hierbabuena in my hair. Like, what's that stuff? Like mint, spearmint that you grow in your backyard, you know what I'm saying? Like it felt like I was like rubbing that in my hair with like rosemary. It just didn't do much. It didn't make my hair, look, listen, if you're not gonna promote hair growth and you're not going to make my hair look fuller, at least make it shiny or soft, but it didn't even do that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I gave it a chance and I was like, damn, this is expensive and it's not really doing much. So I was like, I'm not gonna repurchase that. Oh, before I continue, if you guys are interested in an update on sheet masks, I have one coming up. I'm actually filming it after this video. So I'm gonna do an update on sheet masks that I've used, which ones I recommend, which ones are misses, you know, yada, yada, yada. It'll be like an Empties just for sheet masks and like masks. A shampoo, you know, this one was a miss, but a shampoo that I love and I will always love and always repurchase is the Macadamia Professional Weightless Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. This is the baby fine texture. So when you guys are buying this, you buy it based on the texture of your hair. I buy it for baby fine. Then they have like a medium coarse, I believe, and then a thick or coarse medium, you know what I'm saying. They have 3 types of, 3 types. Do I have the matching shampoo? I don't. This is just a conditioner, but I actually buy mine in the bigger bottles. This is the 16.9 size with the pump from Haute Look. So whenever it's on there, I'll get a couple bottles and I always have it ready because full price, smaller size without the pump is horrible, and it's such a thick product that you have to like squeeze it out. It's just, it's messy. Get it with the pump. And you guys know what my holy grail body wash is. It's the Caress Evenly Gorgeous exfoliating. I have 1 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those. Okay, maybe we like these a little bit. Oh no, I lied. Here's a toothpaste, Optic White. It's the only one I use. Well, my teeth are so white. Well, that and because I whiten them. Then I went on a rampage, you guys. I was like, why the heck do I have so many Purity bottles? Literally, you guys, watch this. Purity. Baby Purity. Big Mama Purity. Her sister Purity. Her cousin Purity. And the baby Purity. You know, like, look at this. Look at all these little Purity. I was like, why do I have so many little Purity bottles? It's my holy grail cleanser. I use it to remove my makeup on days where I don't have makeup, on days where I'm sweaty, on days, doesn't matter what. I use the same amount of Purity every single time to wash my face, and it removes every last stitch of makeup that I have, except for the eyeliner in my waterline and my tightline. It does not go in there because that'd be a little weird, but I'm sure it would remove that too if I wanted it to get in my eye. Speaking of removing eye makeup, this was a miss for me. So it's in my Empties, even though it's still practically brand new. I think I'm gonna give it to my mom. These are the Tony Moly Panda's Dream Eye Makeup Remover Pads. And these are pads that are so saturated and so good that one pad removes all your makeup. When my mom came to visit, I actually made her try them, and I was like, let me know how you like them. Because we have similar skin, like it's not sensitive. She has oily skin, I have normal skin, but neither of us have sensitive skin. So I was like, try it, let me know how you like it. She's like, oh my God, it's so good, it doesn't burn. I used one pad and removed both of my eye makeup. You know what I'm saying? So I was so excited, and I went in too. I was like, ooh, I went in and started to remove my makeup. It does burn for some reason, and I don't have like sensitive eyes. Like I get tired eyes at the end of the day because I had LASIK like 15 years ago, but I don't have sensitive eyes. Like I don't get red eyes unless I'm tired. And this burns, you know? They're not heavily fragranced either. They are really saturated. They do a really good job at removing, but they burn, and I'm not about that burning life, you know? I use the Pond's. Do I have one in here? I usually have one in all of my Empties. I use the Pond's eye makeup remover, the one they make in Mexico, and that one doesn't burn. It is super oily and delicious, and it just washes off all my eye makeup, and it doesn't burn. And this one, I was like, I don't care if you have a chubby baby panda on the cover. If you burn, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk a little bit about some body care, stuff like that. My Holy Grail shave product. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't shave my legs unless I know I'm gonna be wearing a skirt, or someone's gonna see my legs, or I know I'm gonna be wearing a dress, or for some reason I need to roll up my jeans. Like I'll plan shaving my legs because my legs aren't that, like my arms, like this is, what is it, like Chewbacca status. My legs, no, I get like a little bit here or there, so they're not really hairy. And so when you have to shave like 5 feet of leg, it takes some time, and I'm not about that life. So I rarely shave my legs. When I do, I use the shave cream from EOS. This stuff is bomb, you guys. It smells really good, and it leaves your legs so moisturized. You don't get like that itch. You know when you shave your legs, I don't know, maybe that's just me, and that's probably why I don't shave my legs. You shave your legs, and like that night when you're in bed, it like wakes you up in the middle of the night and you need to like scratch your legs. That doesn't happen if you use this. When I'm in a hurry and I don't use this, then we're in trouble. But this helps keep them moisturized. So it's not like, you're not like stripping your legs when you're shaving. Anyway, just, I'm like doing a thesis on leg shaving right now. Another body wash that I tried was the Clean On Me from Soap & Glory. I don't like this stuff. This stuff like says, or its selling point is, we have built-in lotion, so all you have to do is like wash your body, and we leave your body so moisturized you don't even want to put lotion on. No, you don't. And there's so much perfume in here that you need to put lotion on, otherwise like your skin feels dry and stripped. I didn't like it. And you know what else I don't like? The scent of Soap & Glory stuff. I don't know what that scent is, but I just can't vibe with it. It doesn't smell bad. It smells good, but it's not a fragrance that I would even remotely be interested in. So the Clean On Me Moisture Shower Gel. Sorry guys. Speaking of Soap & Glory, their Flake Away Shea Butter, Sugar, and Peach Seed Powder Spa Body Polish. It's a scrub. It's a body scrub. The body scrub is really nice. I'm not a fan of like oily scrubs, and this one's a little bit oily, and it has that same scent as this one. But you guys, it could smell like fungus. I would still rub that all over my skin, because when it rinses off, your skin is shiny. I mean, you are shiny like an Oscar trophy. Like, it's nice. I'm definitely gonna repurchase. I don't know why I didn't think about repurchasing this with my Ulta 20% coupon that I just got, but it's nice. It's a really nice scrub. Don't worry guys, we are almost done. I feel like I have to like jump in here. It's so deep. Let me remove this little lid for a second. Sorry, little lid. Okay, more hair stuff. Pacifica came out with a new hairline. It's like green juice for your hair, supposedly. So the Super Kale shampoo and conditioner, I tried them. I give things a chance, you know, even though I already know my hair is a picky little brat. I try things and I give them a chance and I use them up, and I don't know, I feel like it didn't do much. And you guys know Pacifica is a drugstore brand, but it's not like Suave drugstore brand price, you know? So the conditioner was poop. It doesn't feel moisturizing. It feels like you're putting it in your hair, and then when you rinse your hair, it rinses right out. Like there is no benefit whatsoever. You don't feel anything. The shampoo, it did a good job, but it didn't feel like it was anything spectacular. My hair was a little bit more frizzy than normal if I let it air dry. So there's that, but it's also a cleansing, volumizing shampoo. So that might have a lot to do with it. With cleansing shampoos or clarifying ones, they strip your hair a little bit more because they really want to clean them. And then volumizing, so imagine that combination, okay? It was like, woo! Then we have an empty Ultra Shea Body Cream from Bath & Body Works. This is in Cucumber Melon. I think once a year they bring back like the oldies but goodies scents, and this was my scent in middle school, you guys. I was like the Cucumber Melon girl, like spraying herself in the hallway. That's probably why I was a loner and nobody wanted to be my friend. But yeah, that was like my scent. So I milked this lotion till the very last drop. Like I wanted to cut it and scrape the inside, but I was like, Dani, control yourself, girl. A couple of misses, 3 misses actually. The first one is the La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant Sports Luxe Edition. I've talked to you guys about my armpits before and how we have some issues with them. A lot of you were like, just use men's deodorant. So I tried men's deodorant and so far it's working pretty good. But before I bit the bullet and said, you know, fine, I'll get some Old Spice, I decided to go the La Vanilla route, and the Sports Luxe Edition supposedly was like for the stinkers, you know what I mean? Like I'm active, but not like athletically active. I have 2 boys at home and 4 dogs active, and I was like, I need something that's gonna work. This thing, I just wanna insert some expletives right now, you know, like it, no. Then the new, It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Transforming Moisturizing Super Cream. This is really heavy, you guys. I think this would be great for people with dry skin. Probably like life-changing for people with dry skin. It is an all-in-one type face cream that you could use day and night, and it's anti-aging. And it supposedly was in the lab for like 6 years. Like it's a really awesome product. Honestly, I can't vouch for it because I cannot stand really, really heavy, greasy, super emollient face creams. Like I just can't. Which is why I couldn't get on board with this one. This is the Yes to Coconuts eye balm for the eyes. You guys know I have that issue with like my crusty lids, and if I don't use my Dermadoctor eye balm, it comes back. This feels really nice. It's so silky and smooth and super emollient, and it says on here, like, lady, I'm very emollient, I'm only for the nighttime, I'm very heavy, only use me at night. It tells you that. But it didn't do anything for me, unfortunately. I was hoping it would be one of those like really delicious, like great for the nighttime type creams. But I used it a couple nights and I got the scaly inner corner on my lid again, and I was like, oh, come on. You were so promising, and the scent is delicious. It smells like paleta de coco. You know what I mean? Like those Michoacana type popsicles, like milk coconut popsicles. Oh, it smells just like that. Maybe if I eat it. Moving on, I have an old Konjac sponge. I usually have one of these by my sink and one in the shower away from the water. And I love using this when I don't have my Foreo nearby, or when I feel like my skin needs a really good scrubbing, like when I just want to like rip at it. Konjac sponges are really affordable, but my favorite are actually from Wash & Co, I think it's called. It's the same brand that does Masquerade masks. So I always link stuff in my videos. So if you guys are interested, I'll link that. I love the little string it comes with. A lot of Konjac sponges now don't come with the string for some reason, and I'm not down with that. And with these, you know that you need to replace them when they start to tear, or when you start to notice a little bit of the sponge in your hands. Also, if the holes or the pores of the sponge start to get a little bit wider, kind of like a beauty blender, same concept. And then I have my teeth whitening. I use about one of these every 3 months, maybe a little more. I try not to whiten my teeth as often because it's, you know, not the best alternative. But I do drink a lot of coffee and tea and Coke, don't judge me. So I do need some maintenance or upkeep, and I mean, it does a pretty good job, right? Then a couple of makeup empties, and these are not necessarily empties as much as they are expired. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match in W4. First of all, it's in W4. I don't remember the last time I was this deep. You know what I mean? I'm probably like a W-2 right now. So the color doesn't match. And second of all, I've had this since I started my YouTube channel, and my 3-year anniversary is in May. Then I have this MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I've had this since before I had my YouTube channel. And then I have this Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. And this I've had since I did the review on my channel, which has been more than a year. But the reason that I wanted to get rid of it and not some other foundations that I probably had a little bit longer than this one is because this one has like that weird little dropper inside. And my mistake was that I would take it out and rub it on my face and then bump it in with a beauty blender. And I probably should have never made contact with my skin. So that makes me a little uneasy. You know, that's kind of gross. This mascara from MAC, I don't even know what it's called. It came in one of those like holiday gift sets. I hated this thing. Like, what does it do? What does it do besides have a really weird chubby wand? Like, it didn't do much. I didn't like it. It was kind of too dry for my liking. So I'm just gonna toss that. I don't know if you can back to MAC mascaras, can you? And then this one, you guys, this Dazzle Glass in Baby Sparks, this was my jam back in the day. Like, I wore this when my brother, like I wore this one when my brother got married, and I think like their 10-year anniversary is like around the corner. But I actually found this inside the clutch that I used to his wedding, and I was like, Dani, really? You either need to A, go out more where you need to use the clutch, or 2, not forget beautiful MAC glosses in clutches. This was my jam. I wore this every day. Like, you know, back in the day when life was simple and you had like a makeup bag with your one lip color, your one eyeliner, your one mascara, like this was my one lip gloss. It was, oh, I love this thing. I should totally repurchase it, by the way. And then this one is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This was when it still had the SPF 10, and we all know that's been discontinued for some time now. And I had this before I had my YouTube channel. And that is it for my empties. No, it's not. I forgot one thing, and I was a little embarrassed to show it to you guys, but I show you guys this in every empties. You guys need these wipes. They're awesome, especially if you guys are busy at home. These are multi-surface wipes, so you don't need like your granite wipes, your electronic wipes, your wood wipes. These are like, girl, I got you. I'm gonna clean all your surfaces, no problem, no questions asked. And these are the Pledge wipes. And usually I use Cartwheel, coupons, like I stack a whole bunch of deals at Target and I get them for pretty cheap. Anyway, so that is it for my empties. I do my empties every 3 months. Pretty punctual, actually. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to link my must-haves, or the ones that I actually recommend, in the description box below. So if they were like mega misses, or I didn't like them or whatever, I'm not even gonna bother with that because they're not Coffee Break approved. So I'm not gonna link them, but I will try and list and link some of these products down there for you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know how difficult it is for me to collect my trash for you, and I really do appreciate you guys staying till the end because I know my empties videos tend to be pretty lengthy, so thank you so much for that. If you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on a crap ton of sheet masks and eye gels and things like that, I'm going to film that video right after this one, and this one will be up probably in a couple days. I don't know, maybe next week. So look out for that. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys.